And then, yeah, we started hanging out, and then that's when I had a threesome at the beach.
Really?
Yeah.
So it's recording and everything?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. So what do you think about the event?
She wanna start, she wanna fuck, and she know who we are. These hoes be dirty, I ain't hearing them talk. When they come to hoes, I got bitches galore.
Dude, the event was fire. Yeah, all the guys got like super good results and testimonials, and they loved it. So, and actually, like just useful skills that you should have as a dude. Like, most of these guys have never shot a bow and arrow. Shot a gun. Done MMA, martial arts, or self-defense. It's like this shit is like super important to like survival.
Yeah, bro,
like, everywhere.
For sure. No, like I mean, if you can't even handle a gun. Like, think about it. Let's say, you know, I don't know, like, do you sometimes think about that? Like, an apocalypse or something coming up?
Oh, yeah.
Because then, like, even, like, your Bitcoin and shit, like, won't matter. Your cash in the bank, it won't fucking matter. But you gotta be prepared. Like, you gotta be prepared to fucking defend your land and shit, be able to shoot. I sometimes think about that. So it's good to have some survival skills, you know?
No, yeah, 100%. Like, it's also very attractive to girls if like you just simply know how to start a fire.
Yeah.
Like, dude, I was at a bonfire one time in Newport Beach where we went like yesterday. And I was going to like some bonfire like meetup, whatever, like some little kickback, whatever.
Yeah.
They were playing some music.
Yeah.
And then that ended up like the cops came and that ended up getting rolled, so I was just sitting there by myself.
Yeah.
And I was like literally starting my own fire because I was like, fuck it, I was bored. And these girls were like asking me for help. Yeah. And, and I was chopping up some wood in front of them, you know, making some kindling, whatever it may be, because no one had lighter fluid, so we literally had to like really make sure that bitch was like, you know, all chopped up right, and there's kindling everything. So and all the girls were like, oh my god, like you should just hang out with us at our thing. We have drinks and like just chill with us and hang out. I was like, okay, sure.
Yeah.
And then we started hanging out, and then that's when I had a threesome at the beach.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
And you know the funny thing was, basically, there were 3 girls. 2 of them were dating, and the other one was a friend.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So it was 3 girls and me, and I was talking to all of them, treating them all the same.
Yeah.
And then the one that had the girlfriend, the one that was actually more feminine in the relationship, the more feminine lesbian, whatever it may be, or bi girl, was like all over me, right?
Yeah.
And then that made like the more masculine girl, like the more dominant chick, like a lot more angry, and I could tell. It's super funny. So I was like playing with the whole dynamic the whole time. And then I was like having the girls like, you know, wrestle each other and fight in the sand and do funny shit. And I was like telling them what to do.
And then later had sex with them.
Yeah, well, no, basically like it got dark, whatever, and then I took one of them to the car. Yeah. And then we started making out. And it wasn't even the couple, it was the other chick. It was the third chick. So I was making out with the third chick. Yeah. And then the one that was her friend came over, like the feminine one in the couple, came over to the car. And then she was like, oh, well, I just want to come in here and listen to some music in the car, whatever it may be. Yeah. And then I started making out with her too. And then like the other chick left, told the other chick got mad. They started fighting on the beach, bro.
Fuck.
Actually fighting on the beach is hilarious.
Yeah.
And then like after I was like, no, it's fine, like just, you know, whatever. I was just talking to them. Yeah. And I was kind of explaining to them, like I was giving them relationship advice. Yeah. Dude, it was hilarious. I was giving them relationship advice on like how they could be a better couple. I'm like, dude, you guys shouldn't be arguing.
Oh, because they're a couple, yeah.
Yeah, I'm like, it's completely fine that, you know, she finds me attractive, of course, like, you know, she's had a boyfriend in the past. Of course, it's not like they're fully lesbian, whatever. I mean, like, yeah, I agree. And they started agreeing with me and shit. And then, like, yeah, bro, then we started talking. And
Logan don't even give the lesbians advice. Everyone can get advice, even if you're lesbian.
Oh, yeah, 100%. Yeah. And yeah, I started talking about, like, the dynamics of, like, feminine and masculine, whatever it may be. And, like, oh, my God, that makes so much sense. And then, like, you know, when the girls start crying, whatever it may be, it's so fucking funny. Yeah. And they're all happy again. It was just a total roller coaster, bro. Yeah. And then it ended up with me, with the chick, the more masculine chick in bed, and then the feminine one came in as well. Okay. And then, and then that was it.
Interesting.
And their house, and they had a nice house too. Okay. The house is in Newport. It's like fucking baller.
Oh, that was here in Newport? Yeah. How would you describe like just LA or American girls versus LA girls? Like, because I feel like girls in America, they just do like fucked up crazy shit. I think like it's more degenerate than like even in Europe. Because even like in Europe, I think like girls, even though they're hoes there, they might like even have a little like higher standards for themselves, not do so. Because you know the girl on the podcast actually, the one with the red head.
Yeah, perfect example.
That's like just an American thing. It's like just why are you on camera, fucking like bragging and saying you got a lot of dick before and you're trying to get dick from like you know you and your friend and all that shit. Like I feel like I would never see that in Europe.
Here's why the hoes are so confident in America, because there's still simps who are gonna wife them up.
Okay. Yeah.
And maybe even cut off their friends.
Yeah. Well.
But yeah, these chicks are so confident and they're able to like say certain things.
Yeah.
Because they know that at the end of the day they're still gonna get married, wifed up, and have kids with someone.
That's crazy.
And they're still gonna get taken care of.
Yeah, so it's the Sims. It's truly the Sims, yeah, because...
At the end of the day, for everything, bro.
Yeah, because society, you know, people always, like, blame the men. I mean, blame the women, actually. Mm-hmm. Like, oh, yeah, hoes, heroes. But women could not be hoes if the men didn't allow it. I was actually watching this video, and it was, like, in Japan. The video was in Japan. The girl was in Japan. And she was saying, oh, look at my cute outfit, blah, blah, blah. Then I go to the gym with basically just, like, a whore outfit. And... apparently, like, all the guys would then look at her and be like, yo, what the fuck? There's a fucking hoe. Like, yo, what is this? And, like, she got shamed, like, constantly. And it wasn't even, like, a question or a debate. It was just like, yo, what you're wearing here, like, no one likes it. Everyone thinks you're a whore, like an obvious whore. And then she says, like, yo, look, I'm having to wear this now. And it was, like, super baggy clothes. It looked like these... typical like Japanese type of anime, like, you know, big clothing.
Anime.
But and in the comments it was saying, yeah, look, shaming works, because if all the men, if society like agreed on, yeah, this behavior is like hoe behavior.
Yep.
Like, you can do it if you want to, but just saying like, yo, this is actually like hoe behavior.
Yep.
Then all the females would have to change, because females follow society.
Yep.
So it's actually like the men who are fucking up, who are wifing these females up, giving them money, fucking giving them credit cards, all that bullshit, entertaining them, throwing away your friends for useless females. Like, yeah, like, bro, it's real.
It's real, bro.
It's real.
Yep. And
so that's why women are so confident, because they know, yeah, they could like just do dumb shit.
Dude, they can
and
go
still be entertained,
bro. Like, that's why, like, I literally said, if you want to like know a girl, put her on a podcast, because girls' confidence comes out on shows.
Yeah, why actually? That's so weird.
Because
they're like
it's
get
attention,
extra
bro.
confident.
Yes, they get extra confident. It's attention, bro. And so they know that it's more
currency
eyeballs.
Of females.
It's currency. They know that there's more simps if they're on camera. So that's why they don't mind shaking ass and doing crazy shit, or just saying, yeah, I fucked this many dudes, or whatever. One, it's a flex to the girls that they can say that shit and get away with it.
Yeah.
Okay, that's the flex.
The female dynamic is very interesting.
It's a flex, bro.
It's a flex to be a hoe, because basically it's like signaling to other females, look, I got more attention from more men, etc., etc. I got more validation than you. Look at me. It's like a dude flexing his supercar, but now it's like, yo, you're flexing that you're a whore.
Well, it's a whore that can also still get simps.
Exactly.
If it's just a whore who can't get any guys, then there's no way she's going on a show. Like, she's going to be saying anything, like, at all.
But that's, I think, the main thing, because even, like, the high-value men now, the high-value will be simping, right?
Yeah.
You'll have, like, the rich dude who's simping. So the female's like, yeah, I can even get that dude, you know?
100%.
Like, so that's, I think, is really the main issue, really. Like, the female can just do fuck. There's gotta be, even, like, rich dudes, they'll, like, I guess, wife her up. I mean, you know, we talked about this yesterday. Even the females, they'll still deep down know that they lost, because they'll be with a guy that they know isn't it. It doesn't have like the sauce, right? Because if you're a chick and you can actually manipulate the guy you're with, you're never gonna fully respect him. Of course, yeah, you're getting the validation shit, but
well, it's kind of like they're parasites. They hop onto a healthy host, and they use the host until the host can't provide anymore.
And then they
on
jump
to the next
ship.
host. Yep.
And then they jump ship until it's like they're old and miserable, and then they realize, yo, this was all for just nothing, basically, nothing substantial.
Yeah, so like what you were saying in like Japan, right? Like in Japan, they call the women over 30 who aren't married, or I think the women over
25, bro.
25, even
25,
the women
brother.
after 25 are called leftover women. So imagine if you are a guy in Japan wanting to wife up some chick who's over 25 and who hasn't been married already, you're gonna get made fun of because you're taking some leftovers seriously.
Bro, my target audience is like 18 to 21.
My target audience.
Bro, yeah. I'm making it sound
where I target my ads.
I'm making it sound like predatory, so the haters, they hate it. He targets her. Bro, fuck you in your opinion. No one gives a shit anyway. Like, who cares? Like, your girlfriend probably like thinks we're hot anyway. So
100%.
Like this, like it's funny, right? Because I can be like, yo, I want like a younger chick, but if a girl says, yo, I want an older guy who has money, then she's Gucci. So it's a double standard, so fuck you. But yeah, at the end of the day, anything over 25, yeah, the chicks usually also like less fun in bed, just overall washed up. They've had multiple relationships.
Or they want to like hold off on sex.
Oh yeah.
Have you fucking take them out and do weird shit.
Yeah, like, because girls, they actually get smarter over time. But the interesting things is like everything, females are like, the male and female dynamics all switched. Right, if a man gets smarter, more experienced, he actually gets better, right?
Yeah.
Stronger, more sophisticated. But if a female gets more experience, it damages her. Like it's like not long term. Yeah, she's smarter, but she's smarter but it doesn't like bring her anything.
Yeah.
Like because she'll then attract the beta male.
Yeah.
At the end of the day.
100%.
So it's very interesting for sure.
Yeah. I mean, like women in other countries, they're not going to be as hoey as America because there's a whole stigma.
Yeah.
Like now in America, you got guys like Adam 22, and they still get rewarded for being a cuck. They still make a bunch of money for being a cuck.
Honestly, like I think Adam 22, like people maybe might disagree. I think like he's a pimp.
Well,
like,
yeah,
he pimped out his wife basically.
Yeah.
And he has a daughter with his wife, or a daughter, right?
Well, that's if he is actually pimping. If he's not pimping, then he's purely just cucking.
I think like
himself.
I truly believe like he's pimping on his wife because basically he sold his wife
at this point,
to the internet.
It's pretty obvious at this point.
Because he keeps saying, yeah, but I made a lot of money, ha ha. It's like super immoral. It's.
I mean, Logan Paul's a pretty good example though too of like
about what?
Being a cuck.
Oh really?
Or, I mean,
Logan. I thought you meant Jake Paul.
No,
actually, what do you think about Jake Paul? I think he's more of a G.
Yeah, he's
to be honest.
100%. 100%.
Yeah, Logan Paul. Yeah, is he actually like married to this?
Yeah, bro. He married that chick who was like with like every single celebrity in Hollywood, bro. Like in what's his name? He's a BJJ guy. He fucking was posting all the Dylan Dennis, bro. He's posting all the fucking dude 4K, bro. 4K of this chick just saying the most wild shit,
bro.
And this is who he's deciding to marry.
Yeah, but that's exactly what I mean, right?
Yeah.
Like, bro, Logan Paul, he's like, what, 24, 25? He's worth like hundreds of millions of dollars. He might be a billionaire like by the age of 30.
And he fell for a piece of meat, bro.
And he fell, bro. But it boggles my mind.
It's insane to me, bro.
No, but I feel like that speaks even worse for Logan because I'm like, bro, if I was worth hundreds of millions of dollars, right? And even with the current mindset I'm in right now, bro, my standards for women would be like, bro, I'd be like, yo, you need to give me the princess of some country.
Yeah, unicorns, bro.
Bro, I'm getting married to some like the actual like royalty at this point. Like, yo, fuck this shit. Like, I ain't marrying some peasant. Like, yo,
some peasant.
I need to like marry the fucking daughter of Trump, some bullshit like that. Like, yo,
yeah.
What the fuck?
No, yeah, bro. Yeah,
I would have like super high standard. Like, she would have to be like fucking 20, virgin, has never talked to any dude ever in her life, doesn't know what a club is, doesn't know what Instagram is, fucking hottie, fucking 10 out of 10, beautiful, like just like extremely like I would just keep raising the bar because my bar, I'm now raised, you know. Mm-hmm. But then I look like someone like Logan. I'm like, bro, like you can obviously get something better.
Yeah, Logan Paul is.
That's the point I don't get. Like, you don't think he can get better? Like, why do you think like he chose her? Like, what What was so special about her? Like I don't.
Dude, it's usually like the pussy. Like I literally told. It sounds crazy, but it's usually the pussy.
Bro, how can pussy be that good, bro? It's just pussy. Like you just stick it in.
That's the thing, bro. Is like either the guys get addicted to the pussy, they cut off all their other options, and so it might.
And it's like the ugly girls who have the best pussy.
Well, see, it might not be like the pussy might not be that good, but it's the fact that he doesn't have any other pussy, so it's only her.
But it's Logan Paul.
That's
doesn't need like unlimited amount of pussy.
But here's the thing, though. Like, if he ended up cutting off all his options because she like sweet talked him.
Oh.
It's the sweet talking too.
So it's the manipulation. Like the female manipulates the guy to cut off all his options, and now he's optionless.
So yeah, good pussy combined with the sweet talking, bro. It's a lot of retards fall for that shit.
A lot of retards fall for that shit.
So,
bro, that's insane. I'm like, bro, if I'm like worth 200 million, bro, I'm getting married to some like, you know, president's daughter or something.
Dude, or not even getting married, just having a bunch of fucking a bunch of wives everywhere, bro. Like, it's fucking crazy. It's so crazy, dude. It's so crazy, but it's actually happening in real time.
Yeah.
And it's like it's happening everywhere around us. So if it's like happening on TV and the news, it's definitely happening way more.
Yeah, if it's happened to someone like Logan Paul, bro, then it's happening to everyone.
Everyone, yeah. So like it really. But here's the thing, like we still kind of need those guys because it just makes us stand out way more.
Yeah, no, it's true. I mean, I truly think like, bro, everyone's like kind of complaining about the world we live in. You guys have to understand, like, the world we live in. You can be like a 23, 24-year-old and just literally become a millionaire. Have like girlfriend after girlfriend after girlfriend, and curate your reality in a way where it's like you're living even a crazier lifestyle than a king could have ever lived in the past.
100%.
The options are endless. You can do anything right now. You can have AI work for you. You can have systems in place fucking making you cash. You can travel the entire world. You can stay in the best place. Like, and that's only possible because the world's yin and yang. Because there's so many losers, and now you have the opportunity to win even harder. If everyone was winning, you know, you couldn't have, you know, what I just explained very, very easily.
Yeah, like, bro, it's as simple as cutting out the video games, cutting out the porn, cutting out the bullshit, and reading a few books.
Exactly.
Like, that's how fucking easy it is. And guys don't even want to read a book.
What do you think about reading books, actually? Because some people
I don't like actually read. I listen on Audible. I love Audible, bro. Audible's fucking
okay, but
awesome.
You still like digesting the information that was retained in the book.
Yeah, and I like to listen to it over and over and over again. Like I read the same books a lot.
Yeah.
Just like
which books do you like, for example?
I love Corey Wayne's book, How to Be a 3% Man. I think I sent you that one, right? You listened to
that one? Bro, I actually listened to that shit, yeah.
Yeah.
That was very helpful, for sure.
Yeah. It's like a very simple, interesting approach, and I like it a lot.
Yeah.
48 Laws of Power, I've read that many, many times. Art of Seduction, read that a few times. Way is Pure Man, I've read that many times.
Yeah.
The Game, I just read that one. The Setup, I just read that by Dan Bilzerian. What else? People always talk about like the subtle art of not giving a fuck. I just read that and I did not like it at all. That shit was trash.
The
subtle art
of not giving a fuck?
Yeah. I read that, I was like, this shit
what is it about? Like,
I don't know, it's like it's like the PG version of not giving a fuck. It's kind of nerdy and like liberal. It's so funny.
Subtle art, like what the fuck?
Yeah.
Why would it be subtle about it?
Why be subtle about it?
Don't give a fuck, bro. Like, that's it, brother.
What about you? What kind of books do you like reading? You said Influence, right?
Yeah, I just read Influence, bro. That's been a fantastic book. I really think like it just dissects the human psychology super well. And even like if you're doing sales, bro, if you're applying this like, I guess, techniques or this mindsets, yeah, you can make a lot of money of it. Like just me, that's actually like, I was not reading books before, I'll have to be honest. And because I thought that books are a waste of time. But actually, like, if you think about it, well, what do you think would be better? You scrolling on IG on YouTube or reading a book?
Dude, the IG scrolling is addicting, bro. Yeah. It's fucking crazy. Because I'll be watching my boys, and I'm like, uh-oh.
No, for sure. So, yeah, I actually recently started reading again, like, and I have to say, like, if you're the type of person that can actually, like, you know, put it into action, like, I recommend actually reading books that it's like, it's fitting to the situation you're in right now. So let's say, I don't know, I'm not gonna read a book on investing if I'm not investing. You know what I'm saying?
Correct.
So But if I'm planning to invest money and be an investor, yeah, I should like read as many books in it as possible, because even just one thing in the book, it might already, like, I was talking about that, right? Like, it's gonna make you an infinite return, because once you learn it once, you can apply the shit over and over and over and over again for the rest of your life. So even, let's say, out of every investment now you make from the rest of your life, if you just make like 10% more because you had like an interesting idea from a book, that's infinite returns.
Yep.
You know, it's immeasurable. You can't even measure the returns. That's how great. So I started reading books. I think it's actually great because it's education and you're learning something new.
Yeah, also instead of listening to music, I've been listening to more Audible as well.
Exactly.
Instead of listening to music, I swap it out with Audible.
Yeah.
Because you actually, without realizing, you probably listen to like many hours of music, just the average person.
Exactly.
Does. So if you could swap out a few of those hours with reading a book,
Exactly.
cool. Like you just finished a book within, those many hours. Like $100 million offers, that's a 5-hour read, bro.
Yeah, bro. It was actually not even that. Like I almost like read through it. Like I was in the plane and shit. I'm gonna finish it later.
Yeah.
Like I have like just a few left. Yeah, just read a book. Boom. You already like learn things you haven't known before, and you apply it, and then you just make even more money. That's how it works. That's truly how it works. So you need to constantly. That's actually a big thing. You need to constantly educate yourself. Like you can even watch, I guess, YouTube videos and educate yourself, like on how to like become better at a certain thing. I recently watched like the podcast Lex Friedman with Jeff Bezos, and even he had an interesting idea. Like I learned like just one thing. He was basically saying like, yo, there's two decisions that he was making on Amazon, like two major ones. So basically it was a two-way decision, two-door decision, which means like you make a decision, you went into the door, but you can like go out again, right? So basically it's a decision you make in your business, but it's reversible. But and those decisions, yeah, you should make them fast, easy, quick, because then if it doesn't work, you just reverse it. But then there's decisions sometimes you take, and that's like irreversible. So that, yeah, you should really think about and think about ways it can go wrong. And even like in my business, that applies, because sometimes I'll like make a decision and to be like, it might lose me a lot of money, but then instead of just doing it quick, I really think about it. But then the other decisions where it's like, yo, just experiment real quick, and that can make you money. Like do it quick. So I learned something new already. You always want to be learning. Yeah. That's a major thing.
I think like with school, it just made people like not want to read. Like all the books that school gave me, I was like, what the fuck
fucking
is this?
Bullshit.
Why am I learning this? Like, and I actually thought that I hated reading, but it was really just the material that they were giving me that kind of brainwashed me to think that I hated reading.
Yeah.
And I was like, dude, I fucking hate reading, but really I actually do, as long as it's the right stuff that actually fucking helps me in my area of life. Yeah. Like a lot of these books don't directly help you. It helps them brainwash you.
Exactly.
It's like,
no, for sure.
No wonder I fucking hated school.
Yeah, and you just honestly, school I think is not to learn things. School is more like just to show up and kind of like prove that you can like complete a task, even if you don't really want to do it, but you still have the discipline to finish it up. I think that's because, they say like, yo, the best students, they become like the nerds, they become the employees, right? The great employees.
Yeah.
And then like the C students, they actually become the employees. Yeah. The employers. But the F students, they're retarded as well, right? Because if you truly cannot even like show up and do anything, that's bad too. Obviously there's always exceptions to everything. Like I actually had like the best grades, everything, like great grades. I got like accolades and everything for fantastic grades. So I graduated with magna cum laude, which is like one of the best you can graduate with. So I actually always had fantastic grades, but I'm talking about in general. So school is not even for like learning things. It's just for like, proving that you can complete tasks.
Right, 100%. And it just sucks as more and more schools are just becoming more liberal. So if you don't follow along with the agenda, it's just like guaranteed bad grades.
So how was it like in the U.S.? Like, I don't know, did you already have like liberal shit happening in your high school?
Oh, bro, yeah. Oh, 100%.
Like how was it for you?
Like, bro, I got canceled from fucking high school because I was just speaking about this stuff.
Really?
Like, it's
so they watched the YouTube videos, they're like, yo, let's cancel this guy.
Well, I was getting canceled, and they're like, yeah, we're going to expel you.
So they wanted to expel you for what exactly?
And they didn't want to graduate me either for that.
But like, for what exactly though? Like,
it was like
a specific video?
Oh yeah, it was me talking about how men and women are valued. So I said, women are valued upon their integrity and their ethics and morals. Meanwhile, men are based upon their success and their power.
Yeah.
And so women actually are born. That's a good point. Women are born with morals, values, and ethics. So they're already at the top of the food chain. They're already born with value, right?
Yeah.
And here's the thing about men. Are men born with power and success? No, we're born down here. So our value is down here when we're born. But here's the catch.
Yeah.
Our value can go up over time if we gain power and success.
Yeah.
And we can become kings. But we are born as slaves.
Yeah.
And for women,
the value can only go down.
They're actually born as princesses.
Yeah.
They're born as actually the most valuable thing on earth.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And then over time, with their morals and values and ethics goes down, then their value goes down, and they eventually become a whore. And I actually said it just clearly like that. And
that's a good point.
Yeah, 100% spot on. And so, the more a girl drinks and goes out and parties and ruins her body.
Yeah, it's really about like her morals and ethics, right? Because if she was starts like manipulating the shit out of every boy that she's with.
Yeah.
Does dumb shit, gets fucked, that's like a low morality chick, That's like if you meet a good chick, she's like kind of pure, she's like an angel sort of thing, like she's pure.
And here's the thing about guys is you were born a slave, so you can pretty much stay a slave and be a fucking nobody your entire life. And that's your choice. That's literally your choice.
Yeah.
So it's like, that's the downside of guys and the upsides of being a guy, and those are the downsides of being a girl and the upsides of being a girl.
Yeah.
It's just flip-flopped, and it's different. And people need to understand, it's like, dude, as a girl, you literally just don't be a whore. And as a guy, stop being a peasant and actually fucking be a
level
king.
up.
Yeah, level up. Get your power, get your success.
Yeah.
It's that simple. And I mean, it's very obvious as well which people value who more, right? Like, no one is, or at least smart guys aren't going to value a bunch of whores.
Yeah.
And then vice versa, girls are going to value a bunch of peasants. Like, they're always looking at the top 3% of guys.
No.
And you notice the top 3% of guys aren't wifing any of the chicks. They aren't settling down.
Yeah.
They're just fucking all the chicks.
Yeah.
So it's like, it's a perfect example of what the fuck's going on.
So, but would you say, for example, a guy, like, let's say a guy like Logan Paul who is going to wifed up this bimbo, like, would you say he's high value? Or is he truly high value?
Here's the thing. So his value was high, but here's the thing. A girl can either raise your value or lower your value and your perceived value. So if you're with some chick that's always nagging and complaining and bitching at you, that lowers your value and your perceived value. Not only to other women, that turns other women off because she knows that, oh, this chick's not getting fucked right.
Yeah.
And it turns off other guys because now they're like, this guy's a fucking pussy. His wife walks all over him.
Yeah.
Now here's vice versa. If the chick is well behaved and the chick is cooking, cleaning, being super friendly, super nice, not being a whore, doesn't have social media, right? Dude, that guy's value goes up by everything, bro. Like, so at the end of the day, it's not like that he is low value. It's like he just made a really, really bad decision that has lowered his value.
Like his
perceived value, correct. So he could still fix it and change it, right? It's not like it's a permanent damage.
Yeah.
Like, he could still even have kids with this girl. Worst case scenario, he has kids and they go through divorce, she cheats on him. He can still level back up and go back up. But she's not gonna go back up.
Yeah, that's a beautiful reality of like men, like you can actually like work and improve your value, even if you're like down bad. Obviously, like, you never want to lose time.
Correct. That is another thing.
Because like time is also value, and the more time you lose, the more value you kind of lose. But you can still like kind of start, catching up essentially. That's the beautiful thing about being a man. That's the beautiful reality of it.
Yeah.
It's a brutal reality because, you can make mistakes, shit can happen, you're gonna get fucked, people are gonna judge you. And that's a big thing. Like, that's always like fucked up for me. Like, as a man, people are gonna judge you on what you bring to the table. That's really it. And in the very beginning, you might be in the unfortunate position that you don't have a lot to bring to the table. So you kind of feel useless, you feel like people are not, you don't feel like people maybe don't even love you, right? But you can change all that by becoming an ultra valuable man. And now it's like even the complete opposite. Now people like can't stop like not wanting to hang around. Can't stop like wanting to hang around with you. So yeah, but as a female, you're right, because I was always thinking like, yo, females. I was kind of even feeling bad for females sometimes because like it's such a hard world, blah blah blah. But all the female really has to do is just keep her morals and ethics high, and that will preserve her already high value, and she'll be Gucci. So girls have to do that as well. The same struggle the man has to go through to up his value, the same struggle a woman should like partake in to protect her value. If you're not putting in that work, life is not an easy peasy thing. You just actually like have to work. Same for a female. You gotta like work to protect your value at all times. Defend yourself at all times. So yeah.
Yeah, 100%. All right, we're almost here. We're gonna start feasting. Hopefully this audio fucking